and you know that's kind of like the Great Britain, you know, London. It's kind of like what is it? Their call sign for any ship that they launch, or it could just be the MS, you know, Majesty's ship. You know, it just goes on and on and on. So, um, what the? Oh, yeah, okay. My sister's building something in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. Might just go show that off. But so there's really nothing much to this ship to show off. I mean, I do plan on, as you know, later on down the road, I'm gonna record a few more video clips and you know upload them to YouTube, and I guess keep whoever might be interested updated on my progress on this behemoth. But you know, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, there may be a few of you out there who might just be sitting there saying, "Holy shit, this guy's got way too much fucking time on his hands." Well, you would be right, but at the same time, you would be wrong in a way of putting it, because it's not like I dedicate every hour of every day of every week of every month to building this thing, because I work 10-hour days, you know, 4 or 5 days a week, and I get off work at 5:30. So just to give you an idea of I only have 4 hours of each night to work on this thing, and 9 times out of 10 I normally just go and play a whole nother different game in my spare time. I only come back to this thing, you know, like once every so often. But you know, I started building this thing about like a month and a half ago, or actually no, make that 2 or 3 months ago. You know, if I were to put a more accurate guesstimation on this. And the thing is, I mean, a lot of people, when any professional Minecrafter who would probably be building something this big would probably have a couple of friends that would come along and help them put together a certain part of the build and then move on to the next and stuff like that. Well, and sounds like a sports car just drove by. Anyway, but I've only gotten so much of this ship done because I'm the only one building this damn thing. I'm practically building this big ass sumbitch single-handedly. And you know, I mean, I'm not trying to make that sound like that's something to show for, or let alone, you know, make it seem more impressive. I'm just saying, like, it for a lot of people, they would admire their work and take credit for that, which I do, but at the same time, in the back of my mind, I'm sitting here thinking, well, it kind of sucks because it would be nice to have some friends to come along and help build this thing. But, you know, I guess, you know what, hell, you know what, forever who may be watching this video, if you want to come help me, by God, feel free to. And I guess the way that you could go about this, I mean, I play on Minecraft PS4, so you'd have to be playing excuse me, you'd have to be playing Minecraft on the PS4, and so in the process that I would recommend you use if you want to help me is if you want to know, okay, my PSN account, as you can see here, is Jack Cruz. If you want to take a look at that, write it down on something, go ahead. I'll sit here and give you some time to like look at it and write it down if you want. So, and you know, whoever might stumble upon this video, if you want to help me, you can send me a friend request on PlayStation. And if you're going to do that, I would, you know, ask whenever you send the friend request, send a message along with it saying, you know, I saw you on YouTube, I'd like to help, or something like that. You know, something along those lines. Now, I mean, of course, I do have friends. I mean, I already have a couple of friends on PlayStation, but hardly any of them play Minecraft. And I mean, I don't want to make this sound insulting in a way, but there's not really too many Minecrafter friends that I have that can build on this kind of like professionalized level. I mean, it's really not even professional. It's really just nothing more than mastering organic shaping. Because it seems like, to me, ships, you know, or ocean vessels in general, when it, like, building those in Minecraft, I hardly ever see anybody building ships in Minecraft. I mean, of course, whoever plays on PC, I mean, there's dozens upon dozens of videos of people who build their own cruise ships on Minecraft, but 9 times out of 10, you know, they're playing on PC. And, you know, for them, it's easy to build stuff like this because they've got the mods, they've got the world editor, you know, block duplicator, you know, copy and paste features and stuff like that. Us poor little Minecrafters on console have to build things this big block by block, which is time consuming and it sucks. But you know, after watching the 2017 E3 gaming event, I'm watching some of their stuff on YouTube. I guess Minecraft console is supposed to be getting a lot of big updates coming around within the next year. Like they're, I guess for anybody who didn't watch it, you might just you like after this video, just go like click in the search bar and type in, you know, Minecraft E3 or something like that, and there'll be a couple of videos. And as far as what all I can remember off the top of my head as to what they were planning on implementing into Minecraft console, they're going to be implementing servers, player creations, even kind of like a creation store, kind of like website where players can post their builds or their own custom creations, and other players can download them. And of course, the super duper graphics pack, which is going to be nothing more than just shaders for like shaders mod for console. Excuse me. I would really That's the only thing I'm looking forward to. And also, you know, whenever it does come around, I do plan on making this map with the big ass ship on it into a server, so other players can, like other Minecrafters can come along and maybe build ships around it, or maybe like build an island like my stepsister's doing down there in the bottom right hand corner. Man, I'm almost getting hiccups here. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty much really all I've got to say, or let alone show in this video. But I mean, hell, if you would like to come along and help me build this thing, you know, I'd stutter much? I would, you know, greatly appreciate it if you could. But I will forewarn you, if you've, you know, watched the video up to this point, I will warn you that for the most part, whenever like helping make this ship, it's going to be rather boring. I will tell you that much, because really, the blunt of the project when it comes to building the outside and even the inside is practically just going to be doing nothing more than just filling in deck space all around the top and the side and inside of this ship. Because I'm gonna get I'm gonna get the outside of the ship detailed first and make all the entrances, and then I'm gonna go on the inside and build all the major sections of the ship, like for example the bridge, maybe an yeah, you know, like a big theater, the bow thruster room, the engine room, all the electrical generator rooms, cargo bay, a couple of more theaters, the promenade deck, and all that stuff. I mean, I'm a cruise ship fanatic, so I already have a good idea as to what I need to build inside this ship. So, I mean, there's that little note. And if there's anybody, you know, wanting to know, is this ship modeled after any ship in real life? It actually is not, to give you an answer to that question. The whole entire design of this ship is completely original to like my own custom design that I've had floating around in the back of my head. I mean, of course, as I've been working from the front down all the way down to the back, I've just been kind of like making up ideas as I go along. Now, I will admit that there are some key features that were inspired by real life ships, and I actually, if to sum it up, there's actually I can name the 3 ships that I've got my inspiration from. Number 1 primarily being the Oasis of the Seas by Royal Caribbean International. Number 2 being the Queen Mary 2, you know, the number is in the name, Queen Mary 2, which is by Cunard Line from Great Britain. And then the 3rd ship is actually a fictional ship, but it's from a movie, and it's called the MS Poseidon. The name of the movie that it's from is just called Poseidon, and it was released back in 2006. So, you know, for anybody who might want to look it up, rent it, maybe watch it, you know, I mean, for me, it's a good movie, but a lot of movie critics say that there's not very much story to elaborate on. But you know, it's a ship disaster survival movie, just to give you an idea of what the genre is. So, I think that's pretty much all I'm going to say in this video about the ship and how I'm asking for help. But you know, maybe here pretty soon, I might actually try to take some time to make another video clip and actually show people how I started building ships, because a lot of people have no idea how to make the front of a ship like this, or not even at this scale, but there is a really, really simple way to like start building ships, because the hardest part about building a ship is just getting the front done, the bow, and maybe the curved front end of the superstructure. Now, I mean, of course, most people would probably want to build a battleship or something like that, and I can help you with that. So I might make a video right after this one showing, like, giving a tutorial on how to like make the simplest starter, the simplest starter template for building the front of a ship, and then the rest of it is just kind of like building a skyscraper but sideways. So, I mean, it's easy once you get past the front, and the middle section is the easiest part, because just looking at this, it really just looks like nothing more than a big ass building that's like 2 miles wide and 30 stories tall. So, you know, I'll probably get to that later. So, I guess I'm probably just as bored as you are right now, and I'm getting ready to end the video clip, but just a reminder, if you would like to help build this thing, I will give you credit for, helping me build this ship, because I'll have a bunch of signs posted on the helipad saying, this guy helped, credit to this guy, this guy, this guy, this girl, so on and so forth. Make sure to give them credit, and probably people will be leaving cakes all around, I mean, it's almost kind of like you can officially tell yourself that you helped build like the world's largest project build on Minecraft PS4. And better yet, I guess, rather than calling this a showcase video, if you're still watching this video, rather than trying to make it look like I'm showing off, I mean, it may seem like that, and I probably am without even realizing it, but just take a look at this thing and see if you get any inspiration behind it, because that's pretty much the, like, now that I think about it, that's kind of like the primary motive as to why I'm making this video, now that I'm thinking about it. Because not too many people build things this big, but for anybody who would want to build a cruise ship, but like on a lower scale, like, let this be inspiration to you. I mean, more power to you. If you want to build something like this, go ahead. Ask friends around to see if they can help you and stuff like that. I mean, hell, it doesn't even have to be like good looking. I mean, just so long as you think that it looks nice and you like it. I mean, there's a quote that I used to remember, like, creation can only be held within the eye of the creator, or something like that. So just so long as you think that it looks good, it looks good. I mean, it doesn't really matter what other people say about it, because Minecrafters left and right have all different kinds of skill sets. And for me, I can build cruise ships, or just ships in general, like the back of my hand, but I can't build a mansion, or like I can't build a castle to save my life. I guess I've became stuck on modern building, that I can't build medieval, styled structures. So, you it's not like you have yourself to blame as to why there's certain things you can't build, because there's some things that you can build, but other things you can't, whereas somebody else can build the same thing that you can't build, but they can't build what you are good at building, if I'm making any sense here. So, I guess I've been rambling on about so many different things. I just need to shut up in this video and go get myself a Mountain Dew. If you stuck around for this long, thanks for at least watching to the end. I don't really care about the whole subscription or liking. I'm just YouTubing just to share my ideas with the world. I'm not planning on making YouTubing a career. So you don't have to subscribe. You don't even have to like the video. But like I mentioned earlier in the video, if you'd like to help me build this ship from time to time, this is my gamer tag. I play on PS4. Send me a friend request, and make sure to send a message along with it saying that, I saw you on YouTube, like to help build ship, something like that. So, I'm going to shut up now. You have yourself a good day, and keep Minecrafting, and if you got a build to do, go build it. Have